there's a cat. Oh, Kyle. Kyle's helping. He's a helpful cat. He wants to see what the crystal is. Cats love crystals. Every day is a new day on YouTube. We're talking cave calcite today. LuxeRox is a mineral specimen subscription box service. Yeah, that's real. That sends museum quality curated crystals right to your door every month. The specimen for November is none other than cave calcite, which we're going to be unboxing today. Try to be very gentle. Cave calcite may sound like it's calcite from a cave. Well, it is from a cave. I'm just kidding, sort of. So cave calcite is technically aragonite. Calcite and aragonite are chemically identical. They just formed differently, so they have different crystal structures. Aragonite is a crystal form of calcium carbonate. It's technically a polymorph of calcite. You may have heard of it because aragonite is actually what gives pearl nacre its luster. Pearls are actually a mixture of aragonite and calcite. Also, the reason that ammonite, the iridescent fossilized shell of the ancient ammonite, looks the way it does because of teeny tiny aragonite crystals. Calcite, which as I already covered, is different and yet very similar to aragonite. It has a lot of industrial significance. Limestone is actually composed mainly of calcite, which is pretty cool. Calcite is the most common form of calcium carbonate, and it's sort of this huge conversation that we don't need to have today, because the point of the video is really just how pretty cave calcite is, which is actually aragonite. So this is also from LuxeRox. And this is aragonite. So this is a star cluster aragonite. Right here you can see that it's radiating. So chemically, the aragonite star cluster and the cave calcite are the same, but obviously they look very different. We call this a coral-like pattern because it looks like coral. It's also called botryoidal. Botryoidal just refers to the shape. It's a word that refers to specimens that look like grapes, like a whole bunch of grapes. If you sign up for the LuxeRox subscription box, you'll receive cave calcite in November and the aragonite star cluster in December. The cave calcite looks to me like the perfect home decor item. It's actually my favorite of the LuxeRox pieces because it's a neutral color, it's a really aesthetic shape and texture. I actually love particularly how it looks on the stand. I think it's something that goes well in a library or near books, on an end table, pretty much anywhere in the house. I actually don't know if they're gonna fluoresce, so I'm gonna turn out the lights and find out. Mwahaha. Oh, hey. So actually some of these cave calcite crystals are fluorescent. Not the whole thing. The whole thing isn't fluorescent, but little tiny patches are. So this aragonite star cluster does fluoresce just a little bit. I don't think it's really noticeable on camera. It is something I can see in real life, in person. Well, that was a fun adventure. If you're interested in buying the gold and silver jewelry that I'm wearing, check out Gold and Smoke in the video description.